Congressman Patrick McHenry, welcome.
Thank you.
Some viewers submitted questions on our Facebook page. We want to get right to them. One of them wrote that there are still long wait times at the Charles George VA clinic here in Asheville. What are you doing to help solve these issues?
Well, we passed a piece of legislation, bipartisan bill that we passed in the late summer of last year, and said if you have to wait for over 60 days to get care at a VA facility, you can go to any healthcare provider within your region. That really opens up a relief valve for those that waited too long across the country to get the services they need. I'm very grateful for the staff and the folks that work at our VA hospital here because they're top ranked nationally. I mean, it's incredible the service they provide, but even still the resources aren't there to provide the services that our veterans need as quickly as we'd like them to have. And so we have that relief valve to go into other great service providers in the region as well. And
some of them, those viewers said they're experiencing some trouble with those. Does the VA need more funding? Does it need better facilities?
Well, look, we're top ranked here, and so what I don't, in terms of the broader issue of the VA, I don't serve on those committees, so I'm very concerned about the delivery of veterans health care for our region, and I deeply understand what's going on there. We do have great capacity here, and we've got great service providers and great volunteers at the hospital, so I don't see a real problem in our region, thankfully.
Okay. All right, second, some controversial provisions of the Patriot Act will expire on Sunday, Monday. Do you think that the NSA's bulk data collection of Americans' phone records is appropriate?
Well, it's a major concern. The challenge between civil liberties and national security, and there's always a rub, right? So we have a personal right to protect our information. But we also have a need to track the bad guys wherever they are. And so we have worked out a way in the House of Representatives to ensure that the government isn't the one that possesses the information. They've got to go through a legal process with the phone companies in order to get some of this so-called metadata data. And so we passed a piece of legislation that with these reforms, a bipartisan bill with 338 votes in the House out of 435, fairly amazing to have such a wide bipartisan agreement about such a very complex and challenging issue set. Now, the Senate is currently wrestling with that, not really sure what they're going to do over the next week in order to resolve this issue. So we're going to have to wait and see on Sunday and Monday whether or not they take up our piece of legislation and pass it. It is a bipartisan bill. It does have civil liberties protections and is a major leap in the right direction.
Okay. And last question for you. The race for 2016 is heating up. Seems like there will be plenty of Republican candidates. Do you think that many candidates is maybe watering down the field? Is that a good thing or a bad thing for Republicans?
Well, look, competition is a healthy thing. If you're a Democrat activist looking at your choice set, it's very limited for the presidential contest. For us on the Republican side, we've got Republicans of all stripes and all flavors and all different backgrounds. It's a wonderful thing. And I think we're going to have some very interesting debates for the Republican nomination for president. My hope is that they'll stay focused on the issues and stay focused on winning the general election and not beating up on each other.
Do you think that the Republicans need someone more conservative or more moderate than Mitt Romney in order to be successful?
No, I think we're a conservative party. We're a center-right party as Republicans. And so we're going to have a nominee that fits broadly within that perspective, and that's going to be a healthy thing. The real goal is winning the presidency. And I think after the last 8 years, it's time for a change.
Okay. Congressman McHenry, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks,
Don't forget
Evan.
to tune in for part 2. That will be Sunday morning during News 13 this weekend in our 7 o'clock hour. Thanks again.
Thank you.